Griffin, foolish man, you cannot turn me into a phantom because you are frightened. You do not dismiss a muse at whim. If you will not join me, then I shall come to you. Sabine.
Ms. Stroham, what's going on? How in the world could you know I darkened the sky behind the kangaroo? It was only a light cobalt for about half an hour. And what do you mean by phenomenon and tangible? Okay, if getting me intrigued is what you're after, you've succeeded, but you can hardly expect me to spill my life story to a stranger. Why are you being so ruddy mysterious? Griffin Moss.
Griffin, can you imagine what it will be like never to see the back of your hand?
Sabine. Minalouche hung round for a few days acting as if he'd lost something. Now he's back to his wandering ways.
Hardly are those words out, when a vast image out of Spiritus Mundi troubles my sight. Somewhere in sands of the desert, a shape with lion body and the head of a man, a gaze blank and pitiless as the sun, is moving its slow thighs, while all about it reel shadows of the indignant desert birds.
Naveen, it's all very well for you to take this telepathic link between us matter-of-factly. You've had years to adjust to it.
Griffin, I have to own up to something. You're not the only reason that I came to London. I needed to bring the illustrations for a catalogue of the islands to our publisher in Holborn. The major chapters are finished, and our contract entitles us to an additional advance. I had no intention of sending so many years' worth of work through the post. I know too much about the world's postal services to submit my past to the lottery. I arrived this morning at the publisher's green and gold door at 10 o'clock, the pre-arranged meeting time, to see our editor. At 10:30, the receptionist told me that I could go on up. It is odd. Half an hour on Cathy would have been nothing, but here I felt manipulated. After getting lost on the various staircases and numerous corridors, I eventually found Mr. McBride in his faded office. I don't know what the man expected, but I was not it. Maybe he thought my father was coming, or maybe my appearance surprised him. Anyway, he became discernibly unnerved. His agitation took the form of an unpunctuated monologue on Paul Gauguin, the rapid offering of 3 different chairs, and the taking of sidelong glances at my body. Eventually, he got around to looking at my drawings, and was obviously pleased at what he saw. After a short but careful examination, he called in a grey young woman, and he had to scoop away my precious pictures. Even though it was only 11:15, he then asked me to lunch, mumbling, "Literary necessity, and just part of the tradition." During the expensive and tasteless meal, he tried to seduce me with what I think is called old-world charm. Needless to say, a fruitless effort. I assume that he and his publishing house will get our book onto the shelves, but I wonder how such an organization can survive in the 20th century. On the bus back, I kept thinking of you. How exasperating you can be. How important your journey is to your survival. And how much I need you. As you move closer to my home, I feel our positions reversing. I'm nervous for us both. London life tires and burdens me. I walk regularly on Hampstead Heath to relieve my eyes of the fearful symmetry. I'd just come back from my walk yesterday, and I was glancing through one of your books when out fluttered a picture of you. You looked maybe 15, gaunt and haunted. Realizing how much I love you, I burst into tears. I have not told you 100th of what I hold in my heart for you. I know that your journey has reached a turning point, and I want to give you strength. I have loved you since I was 13, when first I saw your hand moving across that sheet of paper. I have loved you in every manner that my imagination could contrive. I have wanted you so deeply that my body sang with pain and pleasure. You have been my obsession, my passion, my philosopher's stone of fantasy. You are my desire, my longing, my spirit. I love you unconditionally. Do you hear me, Griffin? Do you see that I cherish you beyond question, that you have nothing to prove to me? You are making your journey to secure yourself. I'm already tethered to your side. If you can love yourself as I love you, there will be no dislocation. You'll be whole. Bring yourself home to me, and I will immerse you in every ounce of tenderness I possess. Sabine.